Wait on everybody to get it. This is part 2 of the Monty Man Jake show
with Bob Coppock.
Well,
anyway, we was getting into.
No, they're not.
It's on a different stream.
I have to go live again.
They got to change.
They got to go live. Listen.
Well, hey, we just had
a bad moment.
Yeah.
Well, Bob broke the camera. I can read it.
There we go.
Hello, Levi.
Hey.
Becky White. Hey, sorry, something happened. Yeah. So we're just Ryan Rouse. Hello, all.
Okay. Anyway, cheeseburger, Buck. I want a hot dog. A hot dog. No, I couldn't even last week. That sucked.
Yeah, I seen you leave.
Yeah, I had to get out of there, man. My leg was killing me.
Where's my man's
I was just worried about. Anyway,
what are you talking about?
I was talking to Bob about him being. He started out the season in Thunder Cars,
right?
And we talked about how pretty.
Right. I do all my own vinyl work, even on my trailer and all that. She makes T-shirts. I do all the vinyl.
Why did you bring a number for up here?
Yeah.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Two double. Look, we stop at Wendy's. 2 double cheeseburgers and 2 orders of fries.
They're not our sponsor. We can trash them. That's slow.
So if you're working or baiting at Wendy's, you need to get it together.
They're
hiring. They probably don't have no. They probably
They don't have
no.
people working.
Well, there's only 2 of us.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, I started back in 20.
Undercar.
Actually, I don't know if you remember him, Binkley.
Yeah.
He was one of Rodney's good friends, and he was one of
Didn't he race up there too? Or
a couple times.
Sparks?
Started working. I bought the car off Tony Heath originally.
Oh, yeah.
And we got it all done. He's like, well, try her out. My first, 5 laps was like a 17.6. I was like, oh, this shit's not.
Yeah.
Everybody else running 15s. I go, well, I got it.
See Rodney and Buck flying by.
Yeah.
Oh, no, not Thundercar.
Yeah, not Thundercar.
Speaking
I
of
was saying street stock.
Fast Dash winner, Landon Jones. Heat 1, Brandon Hilton. And for your feature winner, Buck T.
Damn.
Tyler Parker says, get it together. Loud, he's having a good time.
Robert, that does sound like Jake. 17.9.
I don't know.
Okay, yeah, I don't think it did. Slowed you down. But anyway, then all of a sudden,
I'm going to quit this.
Dang. Yeah. Anyway, so then how did you get started? You switched over?
Take it out and get some tow money.
Yeah.
It was like, all right. Took it out and ran it. Did pretty good. It's like, why don't you take it out and qualify it? I was like, well.
You could have fixed it if you wrecked it. So whatever.
And I was, even though he's at my shop and we work on the cars together,
right?
I was still having to think like, all right, done that. He's like, well, you got to go out and at least start the feature.
Yeah.
So that's what I did. From here on out, I've been in it every week.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm tied with Jacob Heckman for 4th in the points.
Nice.
I'll finish the year out in Rodney's car and street
Hey,
stocks.
Robert's
Trying to hold my place.
Yeah.
Robertson shots.
What?
He says he was tired.
The thing about Robert is he's probably upset because his soon-to-be wife has got a feature when he does it.
Yeah,
that's true.
Oh.
That's very true.
You did.
I was like, oh,
I had to put it out there.
yes.
I think it was already out a few times before.
Yeah.
Right.
Jimmy, you're in that compact B, man.
So that you'll move up to late model then next couple of years.
I'm actually going to put it back together, hopefully, around the last 2 weeks.
Yeah.
So, but I'm going to just concentrate.
Just to go out there and beat Robert, right?
Yeah, I figured his brother's helping me. He can tell me all Robert's secrets, what's in his car.
Right.
So,
Yeah, there you go.
Right, exactly. Set it up the same way.
And that's pretty nice because actually,
I like that look too. That gray. I like that car too.
yeah, it's plain and it's clean looking.
Anymore, they're all good. A lot of them are really good. Sage puts out some pretty cars.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of really good looking.
Emoji probably because you was roasting Robert. She's having a
Probably.
good time.
What did Robert say?
Wow, laughing my butt off.
Fast qualifier was Jason Mahaffey.
You all right?
That was Chris Baca. Heat 1, winner was Rodney Roush because. Oh, yeah.
That's right, when he was trying to pass him.
Yeah.
He just couldn't do it.
Yeah, he just couldn't hang. but you let him win because it was his birthday, right?
Yeah,
He's got a different story than that. But
That's a good guy.
Yeah. I seen you kind of like you side by side and just like let off. Second was Rodney Roush. Third was Jason Mahaffey. Fourth, Chad Small the second. And fourth, Peyton Murdoch.
Fifth, you mean?
Yeah, fifth was Peyton Murdoch.
Fifth together,
Now,
man.
where's Bob at?
I was in 8th.
Oh, you really wanted him to win. Go ahead and win it, right?
Yeah. I don't know. I make them all feel bad.
Yeah, right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's true.
With
That's
my
right,
no experience.
Right.
And I don't want to be the guy in his own car anyhow.
Right.
Is
Well,
that
that's
right,
true.
Rodney?
That's true. That's true.
Yeah. Very true. A whole lot different.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Yep. Yep.
No, but actually, honestly, I tried to beat him.
Oh, I knew. Yeah.
And
I knew.
I just
If you're not racing a car, if you're out there and you let somebody win, you better get out of the car. Yeah. No, that was all fun there. But
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
So
I was on it.
why the number 15?
She picked that. It's because that's the year we got married.
oh,
So she designed the car and picked a number.
Yeah.
Sweet.
I was going to put my demolition derby number on it. She said, no, we ain't doing it.
What do you like?
your derby number?
609.
609.
You ever run up here in Richwood?
Oh, yeah.
Does
Ran
it?
up there a lot.
What do you like more, demolition or
Every year and search the cars for beer. I mean, every year. And how we didn't connect then.
We ran
you knew how to get around the cops?
Mike Myrie and
Huh?
Mike Myrie and Greg Wilcox.
Yeah, Mike Myron, yeah. Who was the other really good one? Traveled all over.
Dick Moniker.
Who?
Yeah.
Bunch, yeah.
Rodney
Well,
says you ran
come
in.
over and won.
Rodney says you ran into me even.
Rodney.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rodney.
I did kind of lean on him a little bit, but I was nice today. I took a touch-up brush and touched his
Oh, you touched.
better than 4 if you lean on somebody,
Yeah. What's that?
helps you get around.
Old dude, 609.
Yeah, that's what my
Robert Sutter.
I used to write that on my back door of my car.
Old dude, 609.
Nice.
All right.
Nice.
I got one other question. All the years you derby, you have more fun running circle track.
It's getting there.
Getting there.
He's going. He can't derby, so
I
he
can't
has
derby
to
anymore
settle for
because
this.
of
So
my-
yes.
So I just got
Drag racing.
Yeah.
And he always works in my car. He's one of my sponsors. He racing next year. And I said, beer shit in the woods, right?
right.
Wow. And then he built a car. And then drag racing, you're over in 10 seconds.
Yeah.
And this you get a race.
Well, with the round track racing, that's a lot different. Just
Yeah.
because, it's different somewhat because, when you're at Shadybowl, people hit you. So it's like being in a derby, but it's just on
A rolling derby.
A rolling derby
Yeah,
going around
yeah.
circles.
Yeah.
But, it's a lot easier.
Yeah.
Just
Easier to
it takes
figure
some-
out.
No, not really.
No,
I had the
sometimes
derby stuff down pat.
because you got the weather affects.
Yeah.
It's,
You can set a car
Circle
up
track.
at this time during it.
Yeah.
Of course, the track's going to come to the car
right.
one way or another. You just don't ever know.
So you got to really think about how the car feels and which way you think it's going to go.
Right.
And it all depends when you race. You race early, you race real late.
Yeah.
So everything.
Depends on how much
Yeah.
moisture is in the air with the
Yeah.
humidity on the track.
Yeah.
And if
There's
the
a lot of
compacts spread oil everywhere.
And spread oil. Somebody
Yeah.
lost engine, and I heard the guy say, "Man, that's a brand new engine. We lost a brand new."
Yeah.
Oh my lord!
Yeah.
I've been there, done that in the street stock.
I've done that this year in mine.
That hurts. Man.
Yes, it does.
That
hurts the wallet.
Yeah.
Then the second one, I put it in, didn't really care for it. So
Yeah.
it's sitting on the motor stand. It's a shop.
Yeah. Sometimes that happens.
Yeah.
Speaking of Dave Nagel excavating late models, fast qualifier, Don Mahaffey Jr., 13.599. There you are. Fast Dad, Josh Sage. Third, Don Mahaffey Jr. Second, Josh Smith. And feature winner, Jim Lewis Jr.
Oh, look how many years we got. 15.
15.
Yeah.
15. See how that
That's
works?
different. Yeah.
Wooten was here and we had 22.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask him about the midgets. Laughing my butt off.
Already did.
Damn leprechaun got him a few weeks ago during that monsoon.
Huh?
The rain.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that storm come through. About
Yeah.
blew our trailer
About
over.
blew our trailer
Oh,
over.
no.
On top of him.
On top of me, I was between Rodney's trailer and my trailer. I went out because the generator lost power because all the rain soaked it. So I go out and it actually sucked the trash can out the door of my trailer, the side door, the small one. Sucked it through the hole. When it did, that whole trailer and everything raised up off the ground with that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
That's the week we canceled a couple weeks ago.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like, and we might be able to get in. It's just going around us. So I even took the chip up there. See them pull in there like cancel. I'm like, and I'm like, just like, man, it better rain, and it did.
It did.
Oh,
rain.
It was. I couldn't even see going home. I said, dang. Okay, all right, not bad.
Yes, sir.
Josh Sage says, good thing she is there because he is.
Over there, he ugly too. You know, I always said,
Apple don't fall far from
no,
the tree.
no, right. Beautiful kids come from ugly parents, right? Beautiful, ugly kids come from beautiful parents. See how ugly he is?
You know,
Right? You know?
right? What do you mean, Bob? Quick, quit beating him up. He's like, right? Golly.
Well, you know, I got to get you somewhere.
Yeah. Shout out to Handy Scrapers LLC. Gabe over there. I told you he was a sponsor at the beginning of the show. Yeah. So
Bergens, did
he
you
says,
get
"What's
that?
up, John?" Wanted to make sure.
Yes, it went to. Thank you, Levi. I believe it did.
Well, we can look. Yeah, 24 minutes ago.
Oh, wow.
That's Levi Perkins.
Thank you. That's from. Yeah, there.
Yeah, there we
Appreciate
are. Appreciate that.
That we may have
We
three
might be able to
positions.
get 3 positions this
For
year
sure.
based off of
Thanks to
donation.
Levi.
Thanks
That's
to
why we
Levi
added him
over there
on.
at Harf Auto Racing.
Auto racing.
And he does a lot.
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
Hoosier Auto Racing.
I've never met him. I want to meet him sometime. I don't know if what track does he hang out at? Does he hang out at
Yeah,
all
he's got
tracks?
a bunch of
A
them.
bunch of them, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know he
He's
does a
from
lot.
out of Indiana. That's why it's called Hoosier. Let us know that.
Robert Sutters. We like Jen and Bob Coppock, though. Should be more. Should be more. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Well, there was more until we messed up.
Yeah, we had more and we lost some. And I'm sure they got.
Yes, you did. Handy Scrapers. I forgot to text you the ad message. I'm like, yes, you did.
Yeah.
Go ahead and text it now, and I'll go ahead.
About that rain, yeah.
Yeah. Rhonda Ward, hello.
That's my sister.
Nice.
Indianapolis. See, I figured
Indianapolis.
he's from Hoosier.
I wasn't sure because I know, back when we was doing all the sponsoring of,
I get over that way.
Tickets
every
and
once
stuff.
in a great while.
he was giving away tickets and I'd donate tickets to the track for pit passes and grandstands and stuff a lot. I know he does a lot.
That's what we need to do. I don't. How much does it cost to join Hart?
Not really sure.
We ought to.
Yeah,
talk
that's
about.
I'd love to get one of these,
Away.
the Harf signs. That'd be cool.
We went
I
to
kind of
the
like
car
this
show this year.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
We took it
Where was that at?
at the fairgrounds in Troy.
Oh, see,
No,
we should have been
that
there.
wasn't dark. That was dark.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that was dark.
My bad. That was dark.
Hart.
Yeah, we took 3 cars over there for that show.
Indianapolis. I got a buddy who lives in Indianapolis, and I go over and visit every once in a great while.
Ooh, this weekend's packed. Levi Perkins says I'll be at Gas City Friday, Indianapolis Speed Run. Speed Monday. 20 for adults, kids 12 and under, $5.
That's where Kevin Free raced. He raced a lot of Gas City and
Gas City, Indiana.
Yeah. He raced Gas City and up in Warren, up in Michigan, and
Peru a lot.
Yeah, he ran Peru a lot. But I get over that way to see him too.
Robert James Sir said you both do awesome at donating for passes.
Yeah, we try to do. I try to do a bunch for Bob.
Yeah,
the more people there, the better prize money.
Yeah, sure.
Next week we ought to give a couple away. We ought to give a kids
grandstand.
Couple kid. No, Harf.
Oh, Harf
racing. Yeah. Because then if the kids get in it, then the parents will have to.
Oh, yeah, if the kids win it.
Yeah, that way they sponsor racing, they get in free if they show their membership, right?
Right, I think so.
So why not? I mean, it's kind of a no-brainer.
Get into it, the parents
buy a membership, and you get in free at a lot of different tracks.
Right.
So yeah.
Levi Perkins, Harf and Darf are
yes, they are. Harf and Darf is, but
what's Darf mean?
Darf is Dayton Auto Racing
fans.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
And I know Darf, like if a driver gets hurt, they kind of help out.
Yeah,
and I'm sure Harf does the same thing. I imagine because
well, that's like what's his name? Yeah, he was telling us when he was at the car show, Troy.
Yeah.
So
he was injured though, right? I mean,
he was hurt pretty bad. It was pretty good. They're a pretty good organization.
Yeah. And it takes that, Yeah. I mean, you go out there and race. I mean, sometimes it takes a lot of money to go race.
Oh yeah.
Especially
with the tires going up and the gas.
Oh yeah,
fuel and stuff. It's crazy.
That's why I didn't understand how it was going to go off with the fuel prices going up. And thank God Rick and them kept the fuel prices at $8 a gallon or whatever.
Well, now it's up to $10.50 now.
Is it up to 10? But that's better than 12 and $12.50.
Oh yeah,
some of them other tracks.
People, if they buy stuff somewhere else other than the track, as far as fuel goes, it just depends on where you want to buy it at.
Right.
But a lot of times we buy the fuel from the same person from the track just because it helps support the track.
Right.
It keeps all the money there instead of giving it to somebody else because with the stuff the way it is in the economy, the track needs all that to get right.
Right.
And I understand why the track
can't talk
has compacts almost there every week because they're putting out 50 cars.
Yeah. Nah.
I mean that gate's got to be pretty big.
No,
I mean,
not 50 cars. I was going to say 50 compact cars plus the dirt versus asphalt, kill care running through.
Yeah, there's a lot. They got a lot going on there.
So that was really cool. Rick and Jerry wanted to do that driver appreciation night. That was pretty cool. And still paid out.
Yeah. Hey, and their car count's pretty good. I mean, it's not.
Oh, yeah.
I remember years ago when I went up there. I mean, it wasn't years ago, but a while back when they didn't race and they come back, man, car count was down a little bit. When they started back.
Well, the beginning of the season, the car count was down too, as far as the modifieds.
Yeah,
cars all year.
Yeah,
that's
12 cars is good. That's a good race.
And the street stocks is 18.
Yeah,
in that area.
Yeah,
and the late models is always up there.
Yeah,
and I understand why they don't race everywhere. Well, they started getting a lot more, then it kind of faded away, but now they're starting to come back.
Speaking of
good stuff,
Frazier Parsons Designs from Moco, fast qualifier, Nick Barrett, 16.667. I mean, is there anything he can't drive? Fast Dash, Brad Stifler.
He's scared. That's for sure.
Heat 1, Kurt Frazier. And feature went 5th place, Matt Parsons. 4th, Mark Parker. 3rd, Tyler Brewer. Curtis Noble in 2nd. and feature winner, picking up 8 points. The big, I want to say the big Chase for Checkers points for the night, 8, I think. No one else got 8. Sage got 8.
And
we don't have the update on that. Oh, I'm done.
Well,
now you got to find your segues.
Come on, where's all the questions for Bob? Come on now. What do you like, Pepsi or Coke?
Pepsi.
Yeah, Pepsi, man.
Yeah.
I'm Pepsi, man.
Chocolate or peanut butter?
What'd you say?
Chocolate or peanut butter?
Both.
Together.
Together. Reese cups.
That's my favorite. Yeah, mine too.
Well, your favorite lately is the peanut butter.
Peanut butter outside, peanut butter inside.
I've never tried that yet.
Nice.
That's what I'm going to full blown next year.
Street stock.
The Thunder Car class is good. There's a lot of good drivers in the Thunder Car class.
Yes, there is.
I don't know. I got the feel for that street stock now, and it's when I get back in my Thunder Car, it's like completely different. But you're facing a normal chassis to a metric chassis,
right?
Which the setup is completely different from a metric car to like the Chevelle,
Yeah.
And I grew up driving them big old cars, and I got comfortable driving it. And now when I get in my car, it's like riding a bike.
What was your first car you ever drove?
A '73 Chevelle.
That was
my very first car. '73 Chevelle.
I remember that. I think.
What is that?
Blue, 2-door.
Yeah.
The one your dad crushed?
Yeah.
Brought him home with keys in the steering wheel because he skipped school. He crushed it. He
told me, he said, if you don't keep going to school, he said, I'm going to get rid of your car. And I was like, all right. She's like, I don't know. You have to ask your dad. He'll be home at 6 o'clock. We walked in, laid the steering wheel on the table, laid the keys on the table. I was like, what's that? He said, what's that for your car? He said, the rest of it's in my house. I just crushed it. It's like, oh, okay.
You were serious about that? That's what I would have said.
Yeah. So the next day, my mom went out and bought me an $1,800 stereo system.
Richard
announced out there, there's a mommy's boy in the number 15.
Richard Rouse says, no show. How do you like midgets? Man, what is up?
Dang, man.
Is that Richard or Robert?
Richard.
Oh.
That's Richard now.
Okay, Richard, I got you, brother.
How do you like midgets? That's funny.
The car, and the other one's in front of the car.
What's your Wendy Gephardt? What is it?
Gephardt.
What is your favorite car to drive? The Thunder.
Street stock.
Street stock.
Yeah. Thunder Car class is more fun.
Wendy Gephardt.
Or Richard says.
Wendy Gephardt.
She's from Pickle. I've known her like 30 years. She goes to Shadybowl a lot.
I know, we're related. I'm related to Gephardt.
Yeah. Zach.
Rhonda, your sister says, Bobby, don't tell all your secrets. Dad's watching.
Right.
Dad's watching. He crushed the car.
Right.
He's probably laughing.
He probably is. Told it probably more than you.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, he was serious.
Well, yeah. Taught me a lesson.
Yeah. Did you skip school after that?
Go ask Mom.
But she didn't buy you new wheels, though.
No.
Stereo ain't worth a shit. You gotta have to put the stereo.
Well, I did have fun listening to it while I was in my room being grounded for not going to school. So I did have something to listen to.
I bet your daddy got mad at her.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
He thought, how am I going to teach this boy if you go buy him stereo?
Rich says, God, 30 years, you're old. I'm only 35.
You'll get there someday.
Yeah.
I'd like to hear the stories come from him.
Yeah.
I know. We'll pass on all those stories.
Oh, what else? Tell the stories.
I gotta give Richard and Robert, and, all the Rouches, they kind of took me under their wing and let me join their race team and stuff. I mean, I do my own thing, but with Rodney having all his stuff in my shop and we build cars together, work on them.
I'm sure he's helped a lot.
Yeah, he's helped a lot. And it takes a lot of pressure off of his dad. because it gives him more time to concentrate on the other two cars.
Right. Yeah.
He's not really, his dad's not a spring chicken anymore.
No.
My dad's not.
He's been around like when we was talking about stories, the old stories back when he was running around with Ridgeways and they was going he's going to New York and stuff. I mean,
that's crazy. But
yeah.
Levi Perkins says, Bob, thank you for doing the podcast. Drivers like you is what keeps the sport we love alive.
That's right.
Yep, not a problem. Thanks, Levi.
And we that week at the racetrack,
And
kind of
lets everybody that's watching.
Get to know the drivers. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
There's a lot,
they may not know you. Then after the interview, they'd say, I like that guy. I'm going to start rooting for him.
Yeah.
Right.
Or they may say, that guy don't like midgets and he skipped school and his car got crushed and he's a mama's boy and I don't like him no more.
Josh, can you get him, man? He's killing me. Thanks, Monty.
I was just hitting all the points.
Now you're going to go to Shadybowl Saturday and Mama boy!
Right.
Damn, Mama boy Coppock.
That's see, that's on her. So,
yeah.
Ain't scared.
What do you ever think maybe one day you just tell him you're not racing no more? Or are you such a race fan that you really get into it?
Worse than I do.
There you go.
He says he needs something, and I find it.
Yeah.
Nice.
So she's a keeper.
Yeah, she's a keeper.
Teamwork make dream work.
Hey, my wife went one race and I crashed and she said, I'm never going back. And she never
Now, if he was ever in a really bad wreck, I'd probably pass out right there. But,
well, that's
you know.
besides the point. I mean, that's a gimme.
He's used to it. Didn't listen to Derby. He'd be all right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm used to hitting people head on at 35 miles.
Yeah, but you're going faster than 35.
Right.
Yeah.
Richard Rouse says, Bob, it's fun.
I ever seen a Camaro that was 35 foot wide? That's how Richard makes his car.
All right, 35 feet wide. Yeah.
Then I come up behind him and I bump him. You know what he does?
Brakes.
Middle finger. And he goes, go high if you want to go around. Ain't that right, Richard?
Right, you want to go around. Well, it's fun when you get a race against friends and you're going to laugh about it at the end of the day. And you're probably going to help them fix their car.
Oh, yeah, that's the thing.
Yeah, I loved hitting on Chris, but he was so fast, man. I couldn't hardly catch him.
You had to catch him like I did Jim.
I caught him
awesome.
Caught him later when he lapped me. Then I'd rub him.
Slow
him down a little bit.
I did that one time in my first, not my first year, last year in the Thunder Cars. And first time I ever really just bumped somebody just to be bumping them.
Yeah.
I did it once, and that was it.
Yeah.
I mean, my biggest thing is cars are expensive.
Yeah.
And I like to drive.
Tear them up.
Yeah. I've been driving, this is my year and a half.
Yeah.
At the end of this will be 2.5.
Be 2.5 years completely.
Yeah.
And I ain't got a lot of seat time. I try to get a lot of seat time. And I try to drive everybody as clean as I can.
Yeah.
I don't like tearing my shit up. I don't want nobody else tearing their car up.
Do not ruin somebody's season.
Right.
That's running for the points.
Yeah.
I try to stay out of their way. I wouldn't race them into the corner if I knew they were in the top 10 in the point. I'm not ruining their day.
Right.
Because I just got there. I'm still learning. I'm not going to ruin their day.
And that's where I was in the Thunder Cars,
Then the next year is on.
Mm.
Because we're even now.
Yeah.
I didn't want to ruin their day.
Right. And there ain't nothing worse than tearing somebody else's car.
Right. Yeah.
And besides, a little bit sorry, didn't mean to do that or whatever.
Right.
Just so they know I'm not being an ass.
Right.
Excuse my French, but just to let them know, hey, I didn't do purpose.
Right. Exactly.
But my thing is too, if you're afraid your car is going to get a dent or get a scratch in it, then you shouldn't be racing.
No. It ain't a beauty.
That's not a beauty, like you said. And
they are pretty cars, but you're going to have to fix them sometimes.
Oh yeah.
And you're going to wreck. If you race hard enough and long enough, you are going to wreck them. That's just
and you're going to get scratches and dings and dents.
Oh yeah.
Regardless.
Says, give him a pregnant woman to take care of him.
I know he didn't just go there.
He just did. He just went there.
Robert James Sutter, Jen. Don't be a Richard, guys.
Don't be a Richard.
Robert J. Sutter, Jen's getting fired up now. Rodney says the wall doesn't move here. Sometimes.
He is there.
Yeah, got that big motor. Try the outside.
Yeah, try the outside.
I'm going to right when I pass you.
Yeah, and you're gonna see this.
Hey,
Right.
hey.
Yeah.
Shirt to give away.
What's the word?
Bird's the word. No, that ain't the word.
What's the word?
Jen, what's the word?
Nope.
Mama's boy. I was gonna say midget.
Really, Mom?
No, I got
Mama's
that. No,
boy.
right here, I got it.
Mama's
No,
boy to win.
No, pregnant midget. There you go.
Pregnant midget.
Oh, now you got
Now you got me on the dictionary.
All right, guys, it's pregnant midget. You got to say it,
Midget.
or it don't count. And Richard, you got to spell it right. I know you
Yeah,
can't.
why we on there? Don't
Yeah, same one. Just different
Pregnant
color.
midget.
you? And it is an extra large.
Extra large Coppock shirt. Here, let me zoom in for you. Give these people something.
There we go. The other way. That's the back. This is the front.
Pretty slick.
Racing bit.
Pretty slick.
Very nice looking shirt.
Yeah,
Pregnant midget.
she's got to ride with me.
Yeah, oh yeah. And
I can't believe you did that. They're going to be calling me Mama's boy, Jen. Do you understand? It sticks.
You don't understand.
If it sticks, it's there forever. Same as Tim Hines' unicorn.
It don't go away.
Right.
It's on YouTube and everything. It'll always be out there.
That's just like Rodney Roush. You always give him a nickname? Doppler.
Doppler.
If you
He's
ever
a
want
weather-
to call him Doppler.
No, somebody else started it. I just.
Why is he always trying to say what the weather's going to be or something?
Yes. That rain was supposed to miss us. If you go around.
Oh, he said it
I
was?
thought it
Yeah.
was too.
Well, hey.
And then it was supposed to be, 6 o'clock, and it was.
Who said that?
something.
Rodney?
Yeah.
Ronnie, it's okay. You only have to be 33% right.
Yeah.
And you've got a job forever.
Right.
I always said I love weather. I love storms. I like listening to them and watching them. I don't want anybody to get hurt because they get vicious sometimes. But I always loved it when I lived in Florida when you got the tropical.
And they're looking at the pictures of the pregnant midgets. I know Richard is.
No,
Alex Lars.
Rodney, can you fit in that 1X?
Yeah.
Rodney Roush?
He's gonna give it to his girlfriend, wife. Are they married? No, yeah, your fiance or whatever.
I know Richard can't.
He gave it to his daughter. His daughter.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Richard buys his stuff at Plain City Tent.
Tentononi. That's where I get my stuff. Yeah. Tentononi.
Yeah. Big and extra big.
No, big and tall ain't big enough for me.
I was recording the racing footage and putting it online. If you
He
guys,
said, "Shit, that won't fit anyway." I actually wiped down the. Oh, he wipes down the Camaro with it. He said he's gonna wipe down his Camaro with it.
Ew.
Well, he probably will have to wipe down the Camaro.
Richard, he said, "Shit, that won't fit anyway." I'm actually gonna wipe down the Camaro.
Well, after because he follows me, he's always
He's always
getting that
behind you.
dirt.
so he's getting all the dirt off of my car. He's trying to catch me, so he gets a lot. So he might be able to use it for that.
Yeah, he might be able to.
He's always behind me, so you know.
Yeah, he's always behind you. He's
Like all the Richards. All
then
the
you let him
Roushs.
pass because it's his birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Last time the ATM got stolen.
Yep.
They ever find out who done that?
They're actually working on that now. They did recover the Honda Pilot.
Yeah.
So
I'm sure they got some.
Was it messed up?
they got a lot.
Did they wreck it? Or
Yeah.
they just dumped
They
it?
actually used the car to
Right.
drive through the gate in
Yeah.
my impound lot out back.
Yeah.
So, but the sheriff department did end up finding the car. And
Now I'm no investigator or anything, but it seems like it had to be somebody was in there as a customer.
Somebody knew where they were.
Yeah,
where
they knew what they were going after.
Somebody knew where they were.
The person that, they got a pretty good hit on it.
Yeah. That's good. I hope they get them because there's no room for thieves in this world.
And I
mean, we got enough bad people in this world anyway. It's hard enough to survive this crazy world. The America that was our America growing up is not the same America.
Well, and that's just like even with racing. There's a lot of young kids up and coming.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not going to say they're my favorite, but I really like them. And I knew their parents for a long time.
Right.
And I always try to, even though I'm new at racing, I always try to give them advice as Landon Jones, Hunter Hicks.
Yeah.
They're young. They're the up and coming kids that's going to keep this sport alive.
And you know what? If the parents use that, they'll have that. That's a tool they can use so the kids keeps them straight, keeps them out of trouble.
Yeah.
Keeps them, hey, as well as I know, you go out there and work in that shop.
Right.
Get that car faster.
Yep.
And as long as you can keep them busy, they're not getting into other stupid stuff.
Right.
And hey, racing could save our foundation.
That's just like Landon. He's really come a long ways from where he was at last year to this year.
Yeah.
He's improved a lot. Backs the younger guys.
Yeah.
But in the Thunder cars, I know them because I run against them.
Yeah.
And if I'm coming up behind them, and I see they're going to come down, I try to stay away from them.
Yeah.
I don't want to tear their cars up.
Right.
John.
Don't want to tear your car up.
Don't want to tear mine up. I want no hard feelings. I ain't trying to beat them. You got to get along with
That's one thing I like about Shadybowl. I've never seen so many people help each other in the pits to go race against that same person.
In the same class.
In the same class.
Right. But, and that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's what's going to keep racing.
Then you got the other guys that goes out and fight. Yeah,
right.
I don't get that, though. Yeah. I don't. What good is that going to do?
I try to help anybody I can. As much as possible. If they call me and say, "Hey, do you have this?" Yeah, I got it. And, I'll buy it from you. No, just take it and replace it.
Yeah.
Or if you really need it and you want to buy it and it's new, then order another one, send it to them.
Yeah.
For instance, Brandon Helton called me Saturday on the way to the track.
Yeah.
Hey, I need a left upper control arm for a metric car. I got 5 of them at the shop up in the loft, but I don't have one with me, and I'm almost to the track.
Right.
So I called a friend of mine, which called him, which called Brandon, and Brandon stopped on 235 and met him, and he come to the track and he had his control arm. He was ready to go.
Ready
to rock and roll. And that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And if they're going to keep this sport alive, all the drivers
got to work together,
help each other. They need to work together.
Yes.
I try to get along with everybody.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the way I am. I don't try to make enemies. I try to make friends.
Right.
Life's too short.
And she's got anxiety. Her anxiety gets up when people get excited. So I just kind of stay out of the way.
Oh yeah.
I tell you about anxiety. I'm claustrophobic.
Oh, me too.
And man, when I first started racing, that drove me
he's had some
nuts.
spells. When he gets in, he has
that.
That was my first time. I was strapped in. I said, "Oh, okay, ooh, breathe. I better be able to get out of here."
Right.
Yeah, that's when I found out that I had high blood pressure too, because I was like, I'm doing my belts, I'm doing my helmet, putting my helmet up, and I'm like, oh, I don't know if I can do this. I'm about ready to just go around and go off the track. But once the race starts, it's all that's gone. Your mind's off of it because you got too much other stuff to worry about. Blood pressure, because we monitor my blood pressure and they put my blood pressure. And that made a world of difference. I can sit there. It still bothered me somewhat, but it wasn't intense like it was. So I know how anxiety is. It ain't fun. Because when you have your spell, you're done for the day.
Oh, yeah.
You got to
Tearing up my car. Laugh out loud. Which panel have we not fixed? Laugh my butt off.
What? We don't understand what you're saying, Rodney.
The roof.
I've done it every panel on it. Replace front bumper, replace the rear bumper. Yeah. It still looks good. I just keep beating it out and touching it.
It all looks
Hey,
good,
he's
Rodney.
been pretty hard on that red car this
But,
year.
I've all paint.
Yeah,
we
you fixed your spot down the
Fix
side.
the spot where I hit it
Yeah,
down the
yeah,
side,
yeah.
just to be a nice guy.
It's all about helping people.
I was like, really? He said, yeah, that's where you hit me. So I touched it up today, then I signed it. He ain't seen it yet, but now he knows.
Oh, yeah, now he
So I
knows.
wrote Bob over top of the touch-up thing, so
Yeah.
he'll know where I come from.
Right, because you're just marking your territory.
I'm marking my territory.
Right, yeah.
Tried calling you for a pregnant midget. You couldn't help. Laugh out loud. This guy.
Yeah, that's all right.
I tell you what,
Thanks
that's
for help.
another thing I like. I like when we do interviews because they got other drivers chiming in. You know,
Right.
I'm just being
I-
quiet.
no,
I'm chilling.
he's speaking for me.
Yeah. Yeah. All right. So we're going to draw
What's he say? Get in my Camaro.
that
Wait,
they can't.
Can't fit.
get in my.
Oh,
Where
can't
they
fit.
Fit. Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I don't. Yeah, that would be bad. Yeah, sorry, Richard, I had to go there.
Fix the hole Rod put in my door then.
Yeah, that'd be Richard. Probably did put a whole.
How many people's in that? Ah.
The Rouses?
No, how many people? We only got 8 watching.
9.
8.
9.
There's 8 people. They're all waiting around. So any closing? Did
Oh,
you,
then we're not going to draw that yet. They gotta stick around.
did you finish your rundown?
Yeah, I'm done.
What's coming up next week?
Next week, September 3rd, night dedicated to God's grace, because none of this would happen without him. Modified street stock, Thunder cars, and Promoco. Compacts has the week off. After
Think
that,
they're going to
be
Speedway.
main cautions out
No.
and go to the outside on somebody that
No,
puts you in
dude.
the wall, and your little boys is hurting now.
Oh, it hurt. It did. It did hurt. And I looked at the GoPro, and it's a little love tap. I'm like, I don't know.
Yeah.
Hit
I got
that
my
wall
doctor.
harder than that. You know, can you imagine? Because when you watch it, it feels more violent than what it looks like every time.
Yeah.
Can you imagine what it
It didn't
feels
look
like
like
to
you
the
hit.
ones
Oh,
that are
yeah.
like, that was a bad one? Where it looks bad
Oh, yeah. Feel
on
that
camera? Yeah, feel that one.
Yeah.
I've been
Yeah.
throwing up.
That does hurt.
Now, you do that at times when you
I would.
get
Get right.
you
get in
get
the cup.
concussion, you'll be throwing up. So anyway,
What's
I
wrong
go to
with
the
me? I don't have
doctor
a fatty
Thursday.
liver. I just got a racing stomach. I'm not used to yet.
Thursday, I go to the doctor and get an update on my leg. So hopefully the skin graft is sticking, so I can stay the whole week without,
Right.
or the whole night without saying, this leg is getting awful swell up. I better get off of it. You know?
Well, hopefully we don't have so many cautions, so it's not
Yeah.
so late
Yeah.
when we do get out of there. We
Yeah.
get home until 2:30.
Yeah.
Oh, it should be an early night with 4 classes.
Richard Rouse
But you
says
never
he's still
know.
rumbling.
You
Jay.
never know. It
We're
all
gonna
depends.
fight over a turkey leg.
Richard and Rodney wants to wreck and cause a bunch of cautions, and I didn't pick on
Robert.
Robert very much. but
Wendy, the
He's
word
all right.
of the is pregnant.
pregnant midget.
Is he laughing at what you said?
I don't know why.
Yeah, I don't know why they would ever say pregnant midget, but I think it has. Actually, it's the pregnant midget's last name is Roush.
I'm so lost.
God, that's terrible.
You can't call them midgets.
They're little people.
Oh God!
Little people, big world.
2 at once. That is Bob. How that is.
What is he talking about?
Shut up, Richard.
God.
That's Richard.
Go work on the car or something.
1-800, call my mama.
I thought I had her.
What?
That part? Maybe not.
You got her in there.
All right. So, any closing?
Wine Sobers, May's Lost Treasures, Roger Widget, Race Cars, what's that? Eagle Tree Service,
Farms?
Fulton Farms is one of my big sponsors. They're a local farm place there in Troy. J&J Enterprise, they do really well with that. Then my shop, Bob's Auto is there.
Now I got
Then I got, I got Roush and Sons Racing on my.
The boys, they help
Even
out.
even Richard
Stuff.
Robert, if I get into a problem, like last year, Robert helped me with my car a lot.
Yeah.
So now when the other guys come in, Richard, Robert, Rodney, we all just kind of jump in together.
You jump in. Yeah.
Just get it done. Help them out. So, but that's about really all my sponsors. My dad, he helps me a bunch.
Yeah.
He keeps me level.
He crushed your car when you.
Yeah, I did.
Or he crushed that one.
So
Richard Rouse says, you just jinxed it. It's going to be a late night now.
right.
No.
Then, damn, that would mean I got some. I don't know what he's talking about. It's weird.
Shut up, Richard.
Rhonda Ward. We're going to add you. We're going to go ahead and draw as soon as we get caught up. Okay? Because I told them 6:30 to 8, and they got to drive. So we're not going to keep them too long.
Oh, bring this shirt back with us?
Yeah, they got an hour and a half drive back home, and they got to stop and get something to eat because of Wendy's.
Yeah, they're 25 minutes.
Sutty. Robert Sutter, Jen, and Bob Coppock, thanks for all you guys do. Good luck. Thank you.
Yes.
Richard Rouse is saying Bob's dad. Dad's rock.
Dads do rock.
Yes, they do. Very much so.
Yeah. All right.
He's 80 and the old man Rouse is 70.
Our dad,
They do a lot.
90. I put him at 91, I believe.
Oh, yeah.
He would have been.
Yeah.
When they're gone, you miss them, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
All the ass beatings he gave me.
Robert says, Bob, y'all can come to the house and help out for a bit.
Well, after I get a sandwich, if you can talk Jen into it, we'll be by.
Well, that's another 40 minutes or 30 minutes. Well,
Y'all, don't
no,
look
let
at
her
it.
drive. Let her drive.
Well, that's in my...
To give away the pregnant midget?
Yeah.
Amber Dawn.
Amber Dawn be winning.
Amber Dawn. She wins everything.
She won the last shirt you guys gave away.
Yeah.
What's up with that?
Man,
I don't know.
it's meant to be.
Right.
Richard says, love Bob's dad like mine.
Yep, I appreciate you guys a lot.
Well, we appreciate you for coming. Appreciate Jen and Bob Coppock for making the trip.
Years, but that's
Not a
all right.
Drive up 36.
Hey, now listen.
Yep.
We may only have 20 people watch
I'll watch it
Right.
afterwards.
after it's over. About 3 or 4 hours afterwards, you can check on YouTube, Facebook, and it'd be like 300-400 people watching it. So,
Yeah.
and we're gonna start throwing it on a couple other racing formats
Right.
that you go on there and everybody throw it on that and get other people to watch it there. That gets Shadybowl Speedway out there.
Right.
Then it gets the drivers' names out there and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
And basically, that's what we're here for, to promote Shadybowl Speedway.
Yeah.
And the drivers, because the drivers is very important. And Shadybowl Speedway is really important because without Shadybowl, the drivers don't have a place to race.
Right.
If it wasn't for the drivers, Shadybowl wouldn't have no show to put on. So,
Yeah.
so they give too.
And then Shadybowl's got a lot of history.
They do,
Right.
yeah. 76 years.
And actually, my dad was he pulled it up and been reading all the history and
Oh,
stuff.
yeah.
I got family that used to race there
Yeah.
a long time ago. Bernie Coppock.
Yeah.
He used to run there long time ago. So,
How old is he? 60,
he's
70?
no, he's older than that.
Oh, he's older.
Yeah, he's probably in his 90s.
Wow.
80s or 90s.
And I remember going one time because the Delbert Free and the Davises and all that was running over there. And I believe that I went with Jeff Stevenson
Yeah.
Kevin was just too little. But that was probably in the early 70s.
Yeah. Yeah, it's been a while.
Early 70s.
I've been going up to Shadybowl for a long time, and I sponsored a lot of cars.
Yeah.
Up there one time, and one day I thought, you know what?
Why not join them? Huh?
Everybody kept telling me, and why don't you just build your own car?
Yeah.
I'm like, I really don't want to mess with my health the way it was.
Yeah.
Next thing you know, I'm going on the track.
Yeah, going on the track.
It's all good. I
Yeah.
like it.
So how's your health? Is it getting better?
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Right.
So,
Well, that's what counts. As long as you're working.
Yeah.
And you're racing for fun.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work. But you don't want to outgrow.
It used to be a hobby.
Used to be went out there for really good time, but then after 2.5 years, it starts being it's a job because you got to get out there. You start chasing points, and it becomes a job.
and that's just like me and Rodney's worked a lot of long nights.
Oh yes, late nights.
He's got his thing he has to do in his private life, and I have mine. And
Yeah,
we spend a lot of hours together at the shop.
Yeah.
Do a lot.
got to turn them
Rodney
wrenches.
look at Rodney as a brother because I don't have any brothers.
Right.
So me and him kind of got really
Yeah.
close. It works out.
Works good. Works out for both of you.
September 3rd, Shadybowl Speedway.
Already did it. It's the night dedicated to God's grace.
Yeah, models.
Modified street.
Shirt to raffle. Where's that at? Oh, yeah. Richard also says, because he talks too much, I found another recipe for gin. Laugh my butt off.
What did Amber say?
I cooked
Amber.
Oh,
I
you
think I
do?
had more about
Big.
last week.
Oh,
they
yeah.
picked out recipes.
You know,
Amber Don says, I think I have more Coppock shirts than Rouse shirts now.
with the coney sauce, because then I'll be able to get some.
Amber Don says, big spoon and little spoon.
Oh, there she goes. Now she's going to get started.
Oh Lord!
Oh, man. Well, I think that's it, huh?
Yep.
I think that's all she wrote.
We better get you out.
See
here
you
so
guys
we
on
can go
Saturday.
Help Robert.
Oh, no.
See you Thursday for Track Talk at 8 on Shadybowl Speedway's Facebook page.
Yeah.
Shout out to our sponsors again.
Buckeye Nation
Mechanical, Harf, Hoosier Auto Racing Fans,
Kirby
Shadybowl
Auto Parts,
Speedway,
Kelly's
Kirby
Kitchen.
Auto.
The other one.
Oh no! Don't ask me now. Handy Scrapers LLC out of Richwood. Call Gabe and Primo Construction and Kelly's Kitchen. All right, we're out of here. I'm leaving.
He's young. We're beating him up.
I'm going to go home and lay down.
We're all hiding.
Yeah.
You won't be here next week.
All right. See you see you Saturday.
He won't be racing this
Maybe.
week. Good thing you're off.
Maybe.